Okay, so begins the James Sprenger, Debbie Ferguson family Sprenger Reno. Here we are going into the house. As we get into the house, oh, we got some music playing, hopefully it's not too loud. We can see that we have an open concept. Kind of looking around, and there's the fireplace. And there's the window. Some built-ins. Here, basic furniture going back towards the middle of the house. This is a built-in we decided to make to take advantage of the space, and I'm quite happy with it. It's kind of custom built, and the table slides out so we can seat up to 12 people. And we put the gas fireplace in that wasn't here before. We're quite happy with that. The ceiling is all flat mounted fast base now. We like that. And ooh, this is pretty bright. That's a light we put in. Quite happy. So now we're just kind of going back. I hope you're not getting sick. Going back towards the middle of the house. So if you see straight ahead, that's the backyard, so that window. And what you're seeing here in front of you here is some quartz countertop that we had manufactured, and they built it kind of in a miter finish here. You can see, and nice and solid hard stuff. So that's kind of our breakfast bar, kind of leading again into the supper area. So they're kind of joined, kind of restaurant style, but seems to work for our space. So here we have a pretty much open concept kitchen, which we'll go into here in a second. Turn a couple lights on here. There's a couple of pendant lights we put in, pretty bright right now. I can't really see them. There they are, and those are nice. We put a little built-in desk here by the window, and that works out really good. And over here we have our kind of just a little seating area before the kitchen. This area here, this is the barn door. I don't know if you've seen this before. I'll have to back up a bit. This is a barn door to the outside. And our thinking here was, before, this is where the kitchen used to be, by the window, and kids were coming in from inside and outside going through the kitchen, which is why we moved it over to the other side of the house. What do you see? The barn door opens, and back here there's pantry, actually kind of a little mud room that we've built, lots of stuff in it, and a little walk-in pantry for extra bits, and we're seem to be filling that up pretty quick. So anyway, back to the kitchen. So, oh, Dawn, you wanted to know about my... So here I am again, just to show how this hide-a-hose works. That's kind of where the hose thing goes in, and you can kind of see the hose. Not a lot of light here, but there's hoses in there. You grab it. Actually, it's really easy. And you pull it out. And you pull out as much as you need. I'm not going to pull it all out because I only got one hand to do it. Once you pull it out, you lock it in place, and it's going to get loud here for a second. Then you turn on the suction, and there we are. We have the hose here. And there's obviously the attachment to remote control. And when you're all said and done with it, you unlock this mechanism, put your hand over the edge of the hose, and it just sucks it right back in, and it closes, and you're done. So that's the hide-a-hose thing, and Deb and I really like that because, well, we vacuum more because of it. So to the kitchen. Oh, say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hi. So here we are in the kitchen. Walk into the kitchen here. Kind of an open concept. Here's our fridge. Got a stainless steel fridge. And some of the other things we purchased. Again, we talked about quartz countertop. Really like this surface. The other thing we did here was these Banco sinks, and we got, it looks black probably in the video, but these are dark brown, like a coffee brown or chocolate brown, and those really work out nicely. And we're really happy about that. Then we bought these, I think Growy, can't remember who makes these, yeah, Growy taps, and these worked out really good because they have this hose thing in, but it zips up, and anyway, it was a nice look to it. We liked it, looked pretty solid. It works out good. As we go over here to the other part of the kitchen, so we have a built-in, not really built-in, but we had a built-in microwave. Again, you know, just regular old microwave. Actually, not that regular because it has no buttons on the side except these two, and all your buttons are actually on the inside. So it's a nice clean finish, I thought, went with the kitchen, and it only took me 4 months to get from the States, so that was, you know, a piece of cake. And then we kind of had a same style oven, This is a wall oven, so you can see that we have the countertop continues through. There's no carry on from the stove top to the oven. It's actually broken, so it's kind of a nice clean look. We really liked, and you know, gas, because gas rocks. Anyway, beyond that, we have a big fan overhead here. You can see it kind of here, and it's pretty minimalist as well. It's just got your on-off switches. It's going to get loud here. Anyway, you can suck a cat through this if you're not careful. And it's got lights. Oh, it's got disco light too. We like the disco light. Put that on at night. We turn the disco light off, and the regular. Oh, there's the regular light. So maybe get a better look at the cooktop. Got a nice big burner in the middle for a wok, which we thought was a good idea. Walking through our kitchen here. This was a decision. We're not sure if we're keeping it or not. We have this extra computer. We're kind of Mac fans, and we've kept it here in the kitchen. And what's so nice about it is when you're cooking, you can, you know, bring up a recipe from Epicurious or some other website that you like and have it right there and while you're cooking. But we think it's a pretty good idea. And we put lots of plugs in. There's another plug there. And here's a second sink. They call this a prep sink, which is really good when you're cooking because that's where our garburator is down here. So you're cooking, you put your junk in there and garb it away. The other thing here, built-in dishwasher. You've seen them before. This is a kind of a Euro style, and you know, fairly quiet. One thing you'll notice, maybe if you haven't noticed, is there's no handles on any of the kitchen stuff. That's kind of a modern look. It's not for everybody if you like handles, but for us it was nice because you push and everything opens, and you push close. Same thing with over here. You push, cupboard opens, and then you push, the cupboard closes. So kind of a high gloss finish, which we're kind of happy with. Moving back over here, now looking out towards the living room area and the kind of dining table, which you can see kind of over the edge. Kept it raised here a bit, so when we're cooking and we're eating, you don't have to see all the dishes that we've made. So it's just kind of a clean look. Only a couple things out on the countertop right now. Toaster. Hi, Ev again. Say hi again.
Hi.
Toaster and a bread, whatever called box, and a lot of plugs. We kept a lot of plugs because we have, you know, can openers and kettles and whatnot. Went pretty minimalist with the coffee machine, even though I'm big into coffee. We have this little machine called an espresso. Really like that. It's pod based. You take your little pods over here and you put them in, and bada bing, bada boom, you're done. And you press the button. And this is a steamer over here. It steams the water with this little spinner steamer thing. That works out really good. I have nice windows here. We really like these windows by Coley. We like this one style because you can push it open. It goes wide open and you get the outside in. People say, oh, what about bugs? What do you do about that? Well, this is a built-in screen that works like this, locks into place, and when you're done with it, it goes back up. And then you just close the door again, or close the window, rather. Okay, so we really like those windows. You know, the last thing, Ev is eating over there, so that's okay, great. It's pretty modern look. It's not for everybody. We try to keep it warm with browns and wood tones, but it's definitely a cleaner look than a lot of people might be used to. It's definitely not country or even traditional. It's fairly contemporary. So that's most of the reno here. Last thing I'll show you here is a hallway. Let me see if I can get the lights on. This is the hallway down to the bedrooms. The bedrooms were all, the floors are just pretty much redone and the windows are new in the bedrooms, but we kind of moved some walls here to make this a nice even looking hallway. We're missing a couple lights there at the end of the hall, that's why it's dark. But we're pretty much done. A couple of little things to do, exterior color, and we're finished. So I hope that gives you an idea. I know it's a long video. Hopefully you'll be able to string it together pretty easy and watch it, and it'll make sense to you.